Well, sorry about that. I pushed the wrong button and I cut my video off. And when I really just wanted to bring you up a little bit and let you see this snippet roll firsthand closer up. This area right here is what we've been working on, and it just transitioned from here to here just so pretty. Look at that. It's coming together nicely. Okay, let's go back down and we need to sew in this piece right here. A lot of times I like to do like a running quilting type stitch, but on this thicker snippet base, I find that just one stitch at a time, up and down, is the best way to go. And I don't get, my hands don't get so stressed. Got, when you have arthritis in your hands, well, you're careful how you use them because you want them to last a long time. And so up and down is better than trying to run this needle through thick layers, putting pressure on joints I don't really have to put pressure on. I love this gauzy fabric around this leaf. It's going to fray some as I work this, and I like that. I love torn edges, frayed edges, raw edges. I love all that because it looks vintage, it looks old, it looks scrappy, it looks used, it looks well loved, and I just love that look. And I would much rather have something that looked used than something brand new most of the time. What's your favorite look? There's so kind of all these trending cores, they call them, like cottage core, cabin core, rural core, farm core, shabby chic core, just minimalistic core, all these design names. Something like this, to me, they just ought to call it handmade core. That's what it is. And but it's kind of shabby chic. It's also kind of cottage core. It can be cool, cabin or rural core. Something that it can be any of those things. Really depending on how you use it and what you put it with. But whoa. I had company for lunch today, and I made a great big pot of vegetable soup, 2 big pans of cornbread, and I must say that it went over very well. It was very good, and got leftovers, so tomorrow I get to sew all day because I don't have to stop and cook, and that's a good day for me. I like leftover days. It's a good thing my husband loves leftovers because he gets a lot of them. When I cook, I always cook an extra big pot of something, and so intentionally to have leftovers, and so that really helps the workload out. And winter time, fall time seems to be the perfect time for homemade soup of any kind. And of course, here around this part of the country, cornbread is a popular thing, and my husband grew up on cornbread, so that's what he likes. I think I'm going to go down the center of this leaf here just for the fun of it. See if we can. I find it really nice. I have 2 or 3 ladies that I like to watch their videos. They're very talented. They have lots of nice ideas, and I enjoy pulling out something and working on it while I am just basically listening to them. And I look up every once in a while to see what they might be talking about, but mostly I'm listening. And but I enjoy working along with them as I watch those videos. Not specifically maybe on their project, but just working while I'm doing that. I feel like also that I'm making good use of my time. I'm getting something done at the same time I'm learning, and I'm being inspired by other people. And I hope you enjoy that too. And if you haven't thought about doing that before, well, it's a good thing to do. Is grab a project, and while you're sitting here listening to me talk and work on this, well, you can be accomplishing something of your own too at the same time. Okay, we got that next little section. We've done so far 1, 2, 3 little sections, and we are halfway down this 18-inch snippet roll. Okay, I might go here and see. I might go ahead and lay out what I want to do for the next round. Let me see what I've got here. Got a little piece of pink that might be pretty worked in here. Little piece of pink gauze. I've also got a little fringy thing that I like to work in. I've got this little pink gauze, this little fringy thing. I don't know what you call it. It's just a thing. And let's see what else I've got. Again, I'm working out of just a pile of stuff. Okay, just stuff. And you need to, get you a pile started and just add to it over time. Don't stress yourself to go out and buy tons of stuff that you don't really need. Just get something and add to it over time. And also think about when you are going to discard clothing, look at the trim and the buttons and so forth and so on that clothing. You may want to cut it off and keep it in your stash. Okay. All right. We've got this little piece here, and I like it because it has a little contrast color there. I think I will take, let's see, how would that be? I think I need this to show more, but this is probably the most time-consuming part to me besides is auditioning. You have to look at it 100 different ways, at least I do. And before you decide, yep, that's exactly what I had in mind. That's what I wanted. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. When that gets all down, that'll have some nice texture to it. Also might take another little piece of this and work it out right in that center there that looks a little empty. And I think I'm liking that. So we'll set that up for our next stitching session. We can get right into it because we'll all have it laid out. We're getting smarter, aren't we? Okay. Okay, that's a dull pen. All right. Got that down. Let's get this one in place. We will. Some of these little tassel ends can get away from you. So the best way I found is to put them under something and stitch them down with something over the top of them. You still get to see enough of them, but they don't get away from you. I need to bring in a little bit of our goldish color so that we stay within the color tone here. So I think what I will do is tuck it under here, like that, tuck it under there, and let it stick out just a little. Brings that little bit of gold back in. I might do another little piece. And have it running, if I can get it under here, running under this stuff. Just enough to, there you go. All right. And you see what we have a lot of this color running through here, and we don't want to totally leave it behind. So that kind of brings us back in. And in fact, we need, I think, a little bit of brown. Let me see what I can do with this. Just a little bitty brown piece of gauzy fabric. We might use it. Oh, get that back out there. Again, we might stick it under. Fussy, fussy, fussy. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now you can see how that's set up to sew next time. We're still going down good. All right. Okay, that's all for this video, and I will see you on the next round. Thank you so much for joining me.